Howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, making a video for you out of Boise, Idaho. To all of my diehard fans and followers and watchers, I have some really cool updates that I'm going to be bringing to you soon about my DNA search and everything else I have going on in my life. This video is about this 1992 K1500 truck that I've been working on. Now, it originally came here with the thought that it had a bad heater core, but when I went in, as you can see here, I'll show you. When I went in under the dash to check the actual heater core itself, first off, right off the bat, I noticed there was no coolant anywhere inside of here. And then if you look under here, the heater core itself is in good shape and stuff. So one of the complaints was that there's a sloshing noise as the owner was turning back and forth. And I've worked on a ton of these before. And so what I can tell you is I've actually been driving these around, and if the engine and cooling system is low on coolant, if it's low on antifreeze, then you'll actually hear it sloshing around inside of the engine, and it will sound like it's coming from the dash. So I went in, looked, and checked everything. I did find that the intake gaskets were leaking. Those of you that know these engines know that these are coolant ports right here. Right here on the lower intake is where I found coolant puddled up. There's coolant puddled up on the back of the engine back there, and it was definitely low on coolant. So the owner had also stated that as far as like factory maintenance or anything like that, then she wasn't real sure if it had been totally kept up. I found original gaskets and water pump, which for a 92 in this day and age, that's pretty old. So a lot of rotten gaskets. I've been spending days, literally days, scraping gasket material, soaking with gasket remover, and just scraping, soaking, and scraping and cleaning, and it has been a tedious job. And so I'm almost done getting all this finally cleaned up so I can lay my new gaskets, lay new RTV across, and start reinstalling my intakes and all of that. One of the issues, though, that it happens quite often. As a matter of fact, if you search through my YouTube videos, you'll see that I've been down this road on this very particular type of intake that GM likes to make, where they have that heater core connection. Now, oftentimes they get old, they get corroded, and they easily break. However, this one, I noticed, even though it broke off, is really giving me a hard time of getting it out. And if you look along the edges here, you see this? That is orange RTV. And I noticed on the sensor here, somebody put, looks like orange RTV. Yes. So this has been siliconed in, and that is why I can't get this to come out the way I want and need it to. Now, I've been down this road before, so what I will do is I'll take a metal blade and I'll get that in here, and I'll cut little notches right down to the threads, precision, where I won't actually hit the threads. And then I'll take a chisel and I'll chisel all of this out so I can install a new heater core or heater hose connection there. So that's definitely going to take a little bit of time, and as everybody knows, as long as people are patient and happy and let me work my magic, we don't charge a bunch of extra money for that type of stuff, because we actually really love getting into that type of stuff and getting it fixed up for people. A new intake, even though it's a 92, to this day still costs about $400 or $500. It's not a cheap part to replace, so by doing this, we're definitely saving the owner some money. So I'm excited to do that. But sometimes that's just the way it goes on some of these jobs. Sometimes it's wham bam, thank you ma'am, everything goes according to plan. And then sometimes you just got a bunch of gremlins, as I call them, that you got to knock out and take care of. So that's where we're at. But we're slowly taking the gremlins out one at a time, and things are progressing. So it sure is a lot of fun. But But anyways, yeah, just kind of wanted to show you guys that, and just show you sometimes things work out the way you want them to, sometimes they don't. You just got to remain flexible and roll with the punches in this industry. So, all right, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. This is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, signing off.